friends, Alaska Crafty Gal Victoria here. Welcome back to those of you who have been with me for a while, and welcome to all of those who are joining me for the first time. I have some wonderful finished items to show you today. I've been crocheting a lot, and I just want to show you some completed objects that I have finished. I'm going to be sharing all of the patterns that I used down in the description box below, so if you're interested in making any of these, you'll know where to find them. Okay, so you guys remember my rag doll? Remember my rag doll? And I was struggling with the pattern because I was a type of person that needed a lot more instruction as far as assembly goes when it comes to amigurumi or things like that. I love this book, love the creatures in it, but I was struggling like assembling it, but I'm like, I'll figure it out. I know I'll figure it out. I got a lot of encouragement from you folks, and I finished him. So here he is, the little rag doll. He is all assembled and done. Now, is he perfect? Heck no. But you know what? It doesn't matter because he's done and he's adorable and he's so soft, and I just love the way he turned out. And so even though I was frustrated, I excited to make some more of these. They do take me a little bit more time, but he's done. He's done, and I didn't use the same eyes they used in the book. I had these on hand. I don't know if you guys remember these eyes, but they were in a thrift store haul. I will link that video either in the card or down below as well if you want to see my thrift store hauls. But these eyes were in a baggie of one of my thrift store hauls, and I'm going to be using them on the rag dolls that I make for whomever. But he is done. His little feet, I struggled with attaching those. But he is so soft. I love this yarn so much. This is that Hobby Lobby yarn I bought. I wanted something that looked a little like, what's the word? I think she used, I don't remember, but I couldn't find that yarn, but I found this yarn at Hobby Lobby, and it's called I Love This Yarn, and this happens to be in the color Dappled Wheat, but see how it's got like that really pretty speckly, not speckled, because it's not really speckled, but you guys know what I'm talking about, like a jeans type material. And I bought two because I was going to make a mama and a baby of each one, but I don't know if two is enough. That could be totally my fault, because I think that I used a bigger hook for one than what they called for, so mine turned out a little larger, but also because there's less yardage in these than there is like a Red Heart Super Saver. But they have so many different colors. I showed you guys that in a yarn haul video from Hobby Lobby with Shopping with a Purpose to specifically make these rag dolls. So he is done. I love it. He turned out super, super cute. And this part of the body is like all floppy. And then just his head, his hands, and his feet are stuffed. His tail's not stuffed. He's just so cute, but he's done. I finally finished that. So that's one of my completed items. So I'm gonna set him right back over there. So he is done. And then again, thrift store haul yarn. I had a bunch of these. I made a dishcloth, that cottage dishcloth, I think. Was it cottage? Maybe not. It might have just been like a regular dishcloth, but I love this yarn. It's got that, I showed it to you before, this really fine, like little speckly black eyelash yarn in with it, but it's cotton yarn, and I had made a dishcloth. If I have a picture, I'll put it here. If not, you won't see it. But I made mug rugs out of it. So I made this one. I made three. My husband wanted one, and then my daughter's husband wanted one, my son-in-law. Well, I don't know if he wanted one, but he's getting one. So I made three of them. I made three of them. This is nobody's pattern. This is just my own pattern. And I added the Dollar Tree Just Cotton. I had bought some Just Cotton to Do mug rugs because I was making a bunch for Kim over at Classy Kim Crochet. I'll link her channel down below as well. But I had some of this cream color and I thought that would look really nice as the fringe. I'm gonna be making more Kim, just more slowly. And I will be sending them your way when I have the opportunity to do so. But so two, one for my husband, one for my son-in-law, and then one started to go to Kim. If she's even still accepting them, I think she is. So mug rugs, those are fun to do at night when you're just like, you know, it's late, you know, your eyes are kind of tired, and it's just like a pattern you do while you're watching YouTube. And then I have a bunch, I know you guys have seen some of these towels, but I have a lot of repeats. I had a whole stack sitting. I've cut them all in half. I did these a while back. I've cut them all in half and hemmed the edge. So one towel will make a set of two. I know I have a tutorial video of crochet towel toppers, and I just used a whole towel. And the reason I did that for those is because they were like the cheaper Walmart Dollar Tree version towels. So they're a lot thinner and smaller. These are a lot wider and longer. So I wind up cutting these in half. I make both styles, but I have a whole bunch of these that I've been wanting to crochet towel toppers. I will be putting these in my Etsy store eventually. I want to get a lot of items made and added to my Etsy store, but all of these will be going in my Etsy store. So I have like all of these that I want to be doing. So this will be a future whip, which these don't take me any time at all. And to those of you that have been asking if I have a written pattern for my tutorial, I am working on that, and I'm going to try to get it into a PDF form. That way you can have access to just print it out. But as of right now, no, I do not have a written pattern for it. The only thing I can suggest is you go back and watch the video and then just write down row by row, you know, the directions. But I will have that done. I've gotten enough inquiries regarding, you know, asking me if I've done that, and I haven't. And it's not because I don't want to. It's just, I just haven't had time. I just really honestly haven't had time to do that with everything else going on in our lives. But I have all these, but I've made a bunch too, and they're sitting here, and they're gonna look very similar because I bought like 2 or 3 of each version of these towels, and I've shown some way back in the past that I've already done, but I've made some more. I made all of these recently, and I wanted to use up this ball of yarn that I had, this color. It's like I don't even know what it's called, to be honest. But so I made these with red buttons, and I have a set like this I've already shown you, but they have green buttons. I made a set with red buttons. I have a lot of buttons and towels, and I want to get those all made up and out there. And then I have these bird ones with red buttons that I did. I have these yellow. I love this color yellow. I don't know what it's called, but it's not quite bright yellow. It's more orange yellow. I love it. But I use these turquoise buttons with the birds, and it just matches perfect. It just matches perfect. And I have 2 skeins of this. I don't know where I got it, and I have not seen it. So if you guys know where this orangey color is from, let me know. And then I did these ones with yellow buttons, the spices. And I like to sell these. I'm seriously want to do, I think, a craft fair too at some point. I'm going to look into what you need to participate in something like that, because I think that would be so fun. I think it would be so fun, and I want to do it this year, maybe around the holidays. That would be a blast. Okay, so those are those finished objects. And then I've been doing a lot of little small things. So as far as this book goes, remember I told you I want to make every single thing in here. Well, I started off with Willie the Whale. There's Willie. And then I did Shelly the Sea Turtle. And then I decided, well, you know what? I'm gonna go in order. So I started going in order from front to back. And this is just the book Hooked on Amigurumi. And there's loads of super cute little characters. They don't take a whole lot of time. And I just been working on these little tiny projects. So the very first one that I started doing, it's in the section, very front section. It's called Beach Bums. And there's the little collection. I think I did the jellyfish too. I think I showed you guys the jellyfish. My niece wanted one. So I showed you Shelly, showed you Willie, and then the next one in line, I did Jilly, the jellyfish, because she was next. And then I was starting on the octopus. Well, he's done. There's Inky. Inky the octopus. I finished Inky. It's cute. Well, Inky the octopus. So Inky is done. There's Inky, Inky Binky. And then the next one that we had in line after Inky was Starla. And she's a starfish. So there's cute little Starla. I use a bigger hook so you can see my polyfill. But it doesn't matter. Look how cute it is. Little Starla. So there's Starla. So I got Starla done. Set her right there by Inky. And I got, of course, I showed you Willie, so I'm going to skip him. Oh, and then there's Claudia the crab. And here is Claudia. And I'm just using scraps, little balls or partial cakes of skeins that I've caked up of leftover yarn, because it's always a good way to use up your scraps. What I love about this book is all the limbs, all the parts you crochet on. So it's not, you're not sewing on all of these pieces. And the second favorite thing is there's no yarn tails to weave in, because you just tuck them inside the body. Look how cute. So there's Claudia the crab. And after Claudia, I think I am all done with the Beach Bum section. So the next section I will be starting is Once Upon a Time. And it's all these guys. So look forward to those coming up soon. But speaking of amigurumi, I joined Laura over at Madden Beamies Crochet. I'm gonna link her channel down below. I joined her 2022 Wacky Make-A-Do. And I was supposed to make a video on the day, the special holiday. I'll link her video so she can explain it to you. But you make a project for the wacky holidays in the USA that we recognize. Some well-known, some never heard of before in my life. She's got a whole list. So I wanted to join that. And every quarter you make a project and you put out a video on or very close to the day that you selected. Well, I had selected something on a stick day. And that was for the first quarter, January through March. We literally were packing and moving the day I was supposed to put out my video. And I wish I would have pre-recorded it, but I just had my mind on 100,000 other things. So Laura, I'm sorry. I know this is out there. I know it's late, but I'm still doing it. And I made something on a stick. Something on a stick. It's a dango. It's also from this book, Hooked on Amigurumi. It's from the bento box. It's just so cute. I love it. Something on a stick. Something on a stick day. So there it is. Hashtag 2022 Wacky Make-A-Do. First quarter. Something on a stick day. So there he is. I finished him February 14th to have him ready for March, because it was towards the end of March. It was like March 26th, 28th, something like that. So there he is. Danny the Dango, and it's, like I said, from this book here. It's from the bento box section. So there he is. I finished that. And then, okay, so I have my little notebook here. Yeah, I still haven't transferred any of my patterns into that other book I had. So this is where they're going to be now. I had to write them all down because I wanted to share with you guys where I got the patterns and stuff like that. I wanted to be able to say where I got the patterns. So let me just get to that section. I love keeping track of all the projects I'm making. I'm up to like 40 something for the year already, which I thought was kind of cool. All right. All the towels and the baby mobile. Okay, so this pattern is from YouTube. It's called, don't know if I'm saying this right, Gratia Project. I'll put it right here as well as in the description box, but it's called the Mini Bunny. And I used a 3.75 millimeter hook. And this is going to be going onto the mobile. This little tiny little baby bunny. And I chose gray, and I kind of wish I would have chose another color because it kind of looks like a mouse. I don't know. And his tail's kind of too small. But picture, if you will, vines and all that hanging down and flowers, and then these hanging off. So I made a little bunny rabbit. I mean, this took no time at all, seriously. Like, look how small it is. It's like not even, you're smaller than my pointer finger. So made this. That's one of the items that's going to be going onto the baby mobile. And then I made this little bee right here. He'll be hanging off that baby mobile. It's just super simple, super easy. This little bee pattern was from Amigurumi. I'll put it here as well as in the description box so you can go straight to the video. Just click on the link down below. Be brought straight to this little bee pattern. So I made that, and then I made this butterfly. Okay, so this butterfly, I've seen lots and lots and lots of really beautiful butterflies. And I just thought, butterflies are in the forest. So I loved this pattern because it just really stood out to me. And this is from Crochet Therapy. But look at how cute that butterfly is. Look at how cute. Little butterfly hanging off of that. I also have, I don't know if you guys remember it, it was a while back, but I had made a little hedgehog. That's gonna go on the baby mobile as well. And then there's a couple other little woodland creatures I wanna crochet. I'm gonna do a couple of little mushrooms, things like that. It's gonna be so cute. And then I also, well, I started this because I thought that it would be smaller. I don't know why I did, but I made this fox. Oh, look at it. So the baby just gets to have it in her room. It's just gonna be hanging out, decoration, until she gets older, and then she can play with it. But I made this little fox. Now this is called Plush Fox, and it is by Amigurumi. I'll put that here as well as in the description box. But I used a 4mm hook. I think she used a smaller hook. I used a 4mm. And then she embroidered the nose, but I had some animal noses, so I just put a animal nose and some eyes that I had. And this was really easy, worked up really fast. Love the pattern. It just turned out so, so cute. So cute. I'm excited to check out some of her other tutorials. This was a 2-part tutorial. I will put the link to the video for part 1, and then you can find part 2 on your own. But it's just so stinking adorable. Super easy, great instructions. She doesn't talk in the video. It literally is just like she shows you, and then she writes out like how many stitches for that round and how to do them, decreases, increases, etc., and how many times, and then how many stitches you should have at the end of that round. Great tutorial. Pause it, see what you need, do that round, play, pause it. That's how I did it. I did this literally in like an evening, or maybe 2 evenings. Yeah, it's adorable. I love it. So I've been working on a lot of little things, some bigger blanket projects, those towels. I'm gonna be making a bunch more of those. I have other towels I wanna crochet on, not just that style. I have quite a few other towels, so I'll be doing more of those in the future as well. But as far as crochet goes, those are all of my completed projects. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I hope you liked the things that I showed you. I just wanted to share what I've been working on with everybody, let you know what I've been up to, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you for joining me. Alaska Crafty Gal Victoria here. Bye guys.